The Buccaneer range of caravans is the first that I've heard of, here it is, that have an automatic hydraulic self-levelling system. But wait, what is that? I've got somebody here who can explain. Oliver Drinkwater, please tell me, what is it?
Well, John, it's exactly as you've just described. It's a hydraulic self-levelling system. And the idea is it allows you, when you arrive on site, instead of having to worry about getting underneath the caravan and winding down jacks and use blocks and all that sort of thing, spirit levels, drills, you just press one button and the caravan is perfectly level within 2 minutes.
Well, look, that seemed impressive to me, a long list, but why do you need it?
Good question. Well, apart from the obvious disabled customers who might need some help in levelling the van, the elderly as well may actually appreciate the ability to not have to bend down. There are other reasons as well for the younger audience, and that could be something, for example, at the side of the road, if you have a puncture, you can actually lift the caravan up in the air to change the wheel. It can be on site if you've got a twin axle caravan and you need to apply the wheel lock. We all know that's very difficult. So you can lift the side of the caravan up, spin the wheel and drop the thing back down with the lock fitted nice and easy.
What about during storage, for example? Is it any use then?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we all know the problem of tyre degradation over a period of time. So during winter storage, you can actually put the caravan in its position with a level system and have the tyres off the ground.
Literally off the ground. That seems stunning to me. So there's a long list of benefits. But how on earth does it work?
Quite simply, really. It has 2 axle jacks, hydraulically actuated, and they do the lifting. We have 4 corner steadies that are also hydraulically actuated, but they're there just to level the system.
So they don't do any lifting, which they've always said you mustn't lift with corner steadies.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, we both know the floor is not necessarily the strongest part of the chassis, so we do the lifting on the axle.
Yeah, let me stop you there because this is interesting. I've always been told that you mustn't lift with corner steadies, but you've made this point that the actual lifting is done with these specialised jacks that are on the axle tube.
Yes, and that's very important, John.
Right.
We know there isn't much strength in the corner of the caravan. We don't want to put added stress into the floor because of twisting and cupboards and alignment, drawer alignment, that sort of thing. So all the lifting's done on the axle. Actually, with these corner steadies and the lifting done on the axle, we're putting less pressure on the corners than a standard wind down leg.
Yeah, and I'm noticing, Oliver, these look rather bigger to me than normal. Are they bigger, sturdier types of corner steadies?
They are. They have a bigger footprint, so they can obviously handle softer ground better because we don't want the caravan moving around. The whole point of this is to keep it stable and level, so the bigger footprint helps with that.
So they're the components, but there's a little bit more to it than that. I suspect there's going to be a magic black box somewhere.
Well, there is, yes, yeah, there is. There's an automatic sensor, gyroscopic sensor in there that determines when the caravan's reached its level point, and that's really the magic in the system. But you can manually override the auto level system. There is a limit to its automatic usage in that it has a safety system built in. So any slope exceeding 8 degrees, it won't deploy automatically. But you as a user can override that and use the manual function and level the caravan that way.
Well, isn't technology incredible? I've many times gone down on hands and knees in the rain and got the corner steadies down. I've seen people with electric drills doing it and it's still a bit cumbersome. I think this is utterly brilliant. And I bet it isn't just Buccaneer that's going to be fitting this on their caravans in future.